To illustrate this point, I've asked you to read an article by Jean Bethke Elshtain, who is a professor at the University of Chicago. This essay is called Presidential Voice, and it examines the style of speech-making by a number of presidents. Particularly, she talks about Reagan, Kennedy, and Carter. I like this article partly because of a point she makes in response to Oliver Sacks. Oliver Sacks is a neurologist who wrote a really interesting book called The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat. And it's a series of short little stories about experiences he's had with different patients with neurological problems. At one point, he's talking about the way that people with certain problems responded to a speech by President Reagan. Now, his main point was that people who have this neurological condition are very good at spotting lies. Now, Elshtain made a good point in response. She said something about when we're dealing with a complex rhetorical performance, not a street corner exchange, and went on to make further comments. So what she's saying here is basically, look, there's something deeper going on here. Yes, maybe in ordinary conversation they can detect lies, but this is not an ordinary conversation. The act of giving a speech is something that is supposed to involve more than just an appeal to reason, and that's appropriate for various reasons. Okay. So I'd like you to look at her article, particularly looking for the theme of how politics is supposed to touch other levels, right, than just a rational nature. More importantly, I'd like you to look at her argument that that appealing to this can be more than just a form of cynical manipulation.